The market is seemingly beginning to rally. And like we mentioned on the last video, we kind of expected this over the course after all of this war speculation. The market's most likely going to continue moving in an upward trajectory for the short term. We may not have bottomed for the entire cycle, but I am long a few positions currently. And I'm going to go over that in this video. Why I do think in the short term, we could probably expect some good price action, at least until the next stage of the escalation stuff between the US and Iran, etc., is disclosed and settled. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's talk about my trades. Let's get into it. And as always, guys, be sure drop down below, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel for more every single day here on In the Game. We have you covered top to bottom to make sure that you win in the crypto markets long term, as well as prediction markets. Down below in the description, you can check out Gravity. We will be looking at a few charts here on Gravity. This is by far one of the best places to trade on chain. Perps Dex, you custody your funds. No mill person. You can literally sign up, log in, deposit, and withdraw instantaneously and trade hundreds of pairs right here on Gravity. So check out Gravity down below in the description. And last but not least, we do have a free Discord down below for prediction markets. If you are interested in joining, check that out as well. Let's jump right into it. Like I said, the market is seemingly starting to turn around. We have Bitcoin up 7% over the weekly time frame. We have stuff like Solana bouncing up 12%. We have Hyperliquid, by far our favorite project in the space, up 22% over the course of the week. And of course, this is coming off the backs of the war stuff, the escalation. Obviously, Saturday morning, we wake up, Trump has that message in his trucker hat talking about what's going on and how, they're officially, making moves in Iran. We also saw Iran's supreme leader, all this stuff. I'm not going to get into that. I am not a war reporter nor a political reporter. But what I do know is these types of things are very good for risk on assets like Bitcoin. When we saw such quick movements on Saturday, this was great for price action. And we can see here over the course of just today, from when we woke up this morning, from 65 up to where we are now, we have a 5.2% move to the upside, which is fantastic to see. And I really do think that this could continue into the 70,000 ranges. We do see 70K was the high today. We rejected off of that temporarily. But honestly, like if we can keep the momentum and no bad news comes out, I wouldn't be surprised to see us go higher. So currently I am long. We do see Michael Saylor and Strategy have acquired another 3,000 Bitcoin. This time he did buy at the current price at $67,000. I remember a few weeks ago he bought and his average price was like way higher than the market price. And he really got trolled for that. And of course, last week on YouTube, we did a video about, is the Bitcoin dream over? And of course, I firmly said no. And it's hilarious how some of the trolls come through the comments. Oh, Bitcoin has never been a real asset. It's always been a scam. But in reality, if you look at this, the scoreboard, right? Whenever people play basketball, they say ball don't lie, right? Well, the ball doesn't lie here. We do see that Bitcoin is one of the best asset classes for wealth growth and generation by far. The SPX has done 106% since 2020, and we have Bitcoin, which has done 558%. Yet people see, in these bear markets, the doom and gloom. When you just zoom out and look at the bigger picture, it is by far still one of the cleanest and best investments in the world right now, in my opinion. So I am long Bitcoin currently. I think we probably do push above that 70K level once again. I'm also long Hyperliquid. And the reason being is, where is everyone putting in their trades? Hyperliquid or perp dexes, which just bodes well for the whole industry. So currently I am long Hyperliquid as well. I do think that if we do see a push up in the market, this is going to be one of the fastest movers and probably reclaim that $35 level. Last month, we got up into those ranges. At the beginning of last month, we got into 35. That's my target in the short term. It might not sound like a lot, but when you're trading perps, that would be a great trade to hit from here. And then last but not least, one that, is being crimed and I would not buy on chain. If you're willing to stomach a crime coin, this coin right here is maybe a good long potential. Every single time the market shoots up, this coin shoots up. The reason is there's a big squeeze. Right now, people can't bridge this token off the network. So there's really no sell pressure on spot. There is a bunch of stuff going on with leverage with this token, and it's up 352% over the week and 1,000% over the monthly time frame. If anyone's been longing this, it's a crypto gaming coin. This has been absolutely printing. So if you have degenerate risk appetite, this is definitely something to look into, because this has been nothing but up because of the fact that people cannot sell this coin for profit on chain. Like, the bridge is broken, the liquidity isn't there. So this is a crime pump going on with this token. But that is one, if you think the market's going to keep pumping, that coin probably does ridiculous numbers. But more so, I am focused right now on my Bitcoin long and my Hyperliquid long. I think that, of course, Bitcoin leads the way. It's the big narrative of cryptocurrency. And I think that if we do continue to see upside in the industry, well, of course, and we see this market turning around, you're going to see Bitcoin do very, very well. And then, of course, Hyperliquid, because that's where everyone is doing perps on Hyperliquid. So pretty self-explanatory, two of the highest use case protocols out there. Those are my two open trades right now. But like I said, if you are a degenerate, Power looks like a pretty clean trade because nobody can sell this token, which is just absolutely insane. That's what I'm looking at. And I wanted to keep today short and sweet. There's not really a lot of news in the crypto space, right? We are seeing on-chain tokens come back. This one here, VVV, launched quite some time ago, but now it is back up. I mean, this thing's trading like crazy today. And people are wondering, if on-chain tokens are back. This is definitely proving that there still is a lot of liquidity and action to be had on chain. It's an AI coin, of course. So we're seeing a lot happening in the crypto space right now. And of course, there's not a lot of news to report, like I said, and I'm not a war reporter, but currently speaking, there's a great opportunity in the market to capitalize on what is going on geopolitically with all of this stuff. So I do think short-term upside, long-term, who knows if we've really bottomed, but you want to make sure you're positioned, whether you're in spot, whether you're in leverage, make sure you risk manage correctly. And look, it's hard to pick the exact bottoms and it's hard to sell the exact top. That's why having exposure in your portfolio at all times that you're willing to set and forget is important. And like I said, I am long Bitcoin and Hyperliquid at this point in time. I'll be back throughout the week to update my positions and really go over what's going on in the markets. I just wanted to do a quick hit video to start the week. Not a lot of news, not a lot to talk about, but that's my current trades. Like the video down below if you enjoyed the content. And as always, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, stay bullish, my friends, and trade responsibly, my friends.